Leaders are preacher, leaders are teacher. Which one do you believe? Hi, Jack here. In this episode, I would like to talk about the concept of leadership. How many of you actually believe yourself as a leader? And what do you mean by leader? My definition: leaders create followers. Because without followers, there won't be leaders. So your job as a leader is to inspire, impact, influence people who believe in your vision and mission and make a decision to follow you. And therefore, that's how a tribe is created. You've got a leader, you've got followers who believe in the same mission, vision of the leader, come together, communal effort to move forward based on the mission and vision. So that is a very simple concept. But in practice, it is very hard to implement. Now, the question I have for you is how to become a good leader. Well, obviously, leadership is a learnable skill. Nobody is born as a new leader. So you can always learn how to be a better leader by modeling successful leaders in the world, read books, go for seminars, but most importantly, is to practice what you preach. Practice what you preach. And let me explain some more what is that. So many times in the market, we have seen people standing in front of the room saying things, for example, hey, you know what, we should be doing this because that's my philosophy, that's what I believe, which is okay. However, behind the scene is the person saying or practicing the same thing. So what I mean always by walk the talk instead of talk the talk. Say again, walk the talk, not just talk. Because if you're walking your talk, people can notice you, people will believe in you, and people will not even question your credibility. So if you talk the talk only, it means that you only talk, you don't walk your talk. So you see that there is an incongruence between your action and your preach. People can smell you. People nowadays are not stupid, are not dumb. They can actually smell, they can actually taste, they can actually tell whether you are genuine or authentic. So this is a very big lesson that I've learned from my Sifu, from my mentor, from my teacher. I mean, you know who they are. I'm not going to mention here, but just one thing: leadership is a learnable skill, but most importantly, you have to walk your talk. So in order to be a successful leader, practice what you preach, have a firm belief of your mission and vision, create a tribe of followers, and your job is to persuade, sell them, close them, that your mission is something that they can believe, so that they can become, your tribe members can become a better them. Say, that means me. You can be a better leader. You also have to make sure that your tribe members become better tribe members. Because your leadership is just like education, it's a transformational process. So if you are able to do this, you will be a very successful leader from my experience. And you know what, from my venture in the last 2-3 years, I don't normally say anything to other people. I just let them see what I do. If they believe, they will follow me. A lot of people actually feedback to me that have been following me from behind the scene. I didn't say anything, I just do whatever I have to do, and they just come and they say, hey, I've been following you. Many times I was very surprised to hear that I have been following you. It's like, what have I done so that they follow me? But is that important for me to know? Not really, because I'm still doing what I have to do every single day to move forward, to go for another level, to make sure that I continue to expand my domain knowledge, to expand my personal development space, to have to be able to have a bigger context to hold what I have to hold for my tribe. So about yourself, same thing. You've got to ask yourself this question: what is your capacity right now in terms of your growth? What is your capacity in terms of your context? Because Matt Newton, my teacher, blessing us teacher, always says that results can never be bigger than the self-concept that you have. In other words, if your capacity to grow is like this, you will expect the result to be not more than, or at most, same as this context. So you have to constantly expand. Okay? Just one final thought before I close this episode. I'd like to actually remind a lot of you, and when I say remind, I don't mean to give you instruction, because you can choose not to believe that. A leader, a good leader, I don't like the Donald Trump style, like to talk back, like to actually say bad words about other people. My experience is that, why do you want to put somebody down just to make you feel good? Why do you have to say bad things about other people? As I have seen in the market, in the salmon industries, we have got some people, I'm not going to name their names. I mean, as usual, it's no point of putting them down because it's not my cup of tea. But I've just observed that people are putting other people's down. So I've actually had one experience with my coach, Jane Johnson, a couple of months ago. And the reason most of the people decide to put others down is because their self-confidence is shaky. They might be in fear mode. In order to make them feel better, they have to put other people down. So my question for you is that, if you are living in a scarcity mindset, it's either you win or I lose, or if you lose, I win. Well, I mean, that is how the game is played for some people. But if you want to have an abundance mindset, the world is great enough. Like Bucky Fuller always says, the world is enough. The world is enough. Have an abundance mindset. You can do your own thing, I can do my own thing. I mean, we can live in peace. We don't need to chase for other people, chase for my own success at the expense of yours. Then that would be a very nice place to live. So for a good leader, I always believe that not only you have to upgrade your skill, have a stronger mission and vision, have a strong tribes that believe in you and follow you so that they become better me, you also have to live in an abundance mindset. In other words, stop putting down on other people, because you don't need that. The world has already got so much chaos. Why do you need to do that? Okay? I'm not going to put you down. I'm not going to put anybody down, because you have your reason, you have your excuses, your justification to say anything. But my point is that, what is it? Why is it necessary? Okay? So I just want to end this episode to help you understand my philosophy of leadership. I hope that our path crosses. This is Jack Wong, finishing this episode of IGTV. Best wishes. I'll see you in next episode.